I cried and I was angry.
A lot of people are upset. All of my group chats are raging, all of the group me's, all of the slacks, everybody is raging.
They say the people and experiences close to them are being ripped away. According to our partners at the American Statesman, at least 60 staff members who were previously in DEI roles have been notified that their last day is at the end of the semester.
This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Get the merch link in the description section. Shady Bunch, get you a shirt. Shady 20, get 20% off. The link is in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this.
I cried and I was angry.
A lot of people are upset. All of my group chats are raging, all of the group me's, all of the slacks, everybody is raging.
They say the people and experiences close to them are being ripped away. According to our partners at the American Statesman, at least 60 staff members who were previously in DEI roles have been notified that their last day is at the end of the semester. In a letter to the UT community, President Jay Harsel wrote in part, quote, "To reduce overlap, we are closing the Division of Campus and Community Engagement and redistributing the remaining programs," end quote. That division used to be DEI related and, like similar departments, had to change its name in January because of the new law.
This is just Texas. Texas does not want us here. Texas has never wanted us here.
Christiana McAfee with the Black Student Alliance says a lot of the DEI related jobs are filled with people who look like her.
For most of us Black students, these are our only letters of recommendation. These are the only people that we can get close enough with to build a further relationship with us.
And a lot of them were just there for me and gave me a lot of resources and were always there when I was unsure of what to do or if I just wasn't feeling right about something.
Oh my God. Hypnotism. Maybe they're hypnotized. Young people, y'all cut this out. You shouldn't find your value in just being around Black people. There's a lot of other different people. You know, here's the funny thing. These people say they believe in diversity, equity, and inclusion, but yet the programs that they're in have no diversity. They literally have DEI programs with nothing but Black and brown people. There's no white people in DEI programs. So what you're saying is that you're introducing diversity conversations with no diversity in it. It makes no sense. It's like I told you guys, DEI has nothing to do with benefiting Black people. It's just another race hustling opportunity for people to throw money at a program, pay people for just a bunch of Black people to be talking to each other in an echo chamber and hating white people. This young woman who's at a university says that Texas has always been like this. They don't want us here. They never wanted us here. Are you saying Texas don't want Black people there? The state with the highest Black population in America is Texas. The highest number of Black people, most Black people live in Texas. But the white man don't want you there. It's 2024, y'all. I can't believe people are still stuck on stupid from 80 years ago. And I would love to tell young people this. White people ain't worried about you, man. I say that too when I talk to Black kids and I talk to any relevant Black crowds. White people are not worried about you, man. I learned that. Having white friends, being married to a white woman, and my in-laws are all white. White people are not thinking about Black people like Black people are thinking about them. When I was growing up, we always had white people in our conversations. It was always geared around against white people. When you go to get a job, you're comparing yourself to the white man. And if your boss is white, if you don't get the job, you didn't get it because you Black and he white. That man probably ain't got nothing to do with you. You were terrible in your interview, but he's white and I'm Black. That's the issue. Get pulled over. He's white. It's a problem. I'm Black. If a Black man pull you over, he working for the white man. If a Black kid gets straight A's, he acting white. You can go down the list. Almost everything when you grow up in the inner city or you grow up as a black young person in America, if you don't grow up right, you're growing up being taught that everything you do has something to do with white people. Your success, your growth, politics, gas prices, everything is white people's fault. And white people grow up, they probably haven't thought about a black person unless a black person doing something crazy. But they have the luxury to not even have to think about black people. And I wish that black people wouldn't think about white folks. Just do you. And I'll say this. Black people, Hispanic, any minority, you will never make it in America without white people. Stop trying to act like you're going to ball up into some group and y'all going to make it out the mud. You're not doing nothing without white people. So stop trying to isolate yourself and just be friends with, work with, partner with, do business with people who are good people. And some of those people are probably going to be white people. So do business with good people. And if they're white, it's okay. You're not a sellout to your community because you're doing business with white people. Every majority of the people who have done things to change my life have been white. Disproportionately. There's only probably 2 black people that I felt like had a tremendous impact on my life. And hope to God I'm not missing out. And I'm saying outside of my family. Coach Rogers, Coach Edmond. I hope I'm not missing somebody else. Outside of my father, my uncles, and Coach Rogers, who was a track coach at North Crowley. He was a tremendous man, introduced me to the gospel for the first time, introduced me to Christian music. Drove all the way to Austin from from Fort Worth, listened to Christian music. I had never listened to Christian music before. I thought I was going to pull my hair out the first 5 minutes. And then I fell in love with it, and I say, this is really cool. We prayed before we left. Coach Rogers was a great man. He was one of the greatest men that I know. And then Coach Edmond. And I say Coach Edmond because he had our backs in college football. He was our strength and conditioning head coach. And, man, he had our back, man. He was always pushing Christ, and, that was a great dude. He had a good impact. Maybe there's another black person. I can't think of him at this point. But when you talk about funding, and Pastor Bishop Pierce, my pastor, the church that I got saved at. So Coach Rogers, Coach Edmond, Bishop Pierce. There may be somebody I'm missing, but I think these are the 3 men. When I go down the list of white people, it's endless. It's endless. So I would argue as a young black man in America, if I were to isolate myself and say, well, I only want black people to help me, I probably wouldn't have gone as far. There's good white people that will help you and be there for you and support you. There's no reason to be doing DEI and affirmative action and the freaking NAACP. Stop it with this stuff. Y'all hold the phone.